Hey guys, and gals of course, it's John, also known as Magnum here. Yes, this is a interesting collection on the table. A couple of shout outs. Renee, your rock or something has not been featured in a while, but I can't use it today because we are looking at the old brown bag that I do not believe has FRH. If it does have one, well, then your rock or something shall be used. Also, your tactical scissors are by the side. I know they will be used today. Mr. Michael Green. Michael Green Reviews. Hello, Mick. Coaster set to the side. No drinks are going on it. The drinks are off screen back here. Or let me rephrase that. I really don't know what is in the brown bag meal. I have a coffee mug and I have water. I assume it will have coffee and possibly a drink, so I have those two set up. Now, back to Brother Mick. Renee got one of the mint cakes. I believe she got the white chocolate one. This is brown. And this one is chocolate covered. And I believe on the note you sent me, you made the comment, something to the effect of, be warned, those bars are very sweet. LOL. Now, I've not tried mine yet. However, Renee and her sweet tooth, which she does not need to be eating the sugar, opened hers and partook of it. And she said your very sweet is somewhat like saying somebody in the path of a tidal wave might experience moisture. She said it would be absolutely awesome if you crumbled it into a coffee, which I'm not going to do today, but I'm going to partake of your bars. And the pièce de résistance, MRE, menu number 11, chicken and rice, Mr. Fernbark, also known as Morning Wood. If you want to know how he got that name, I guess you're going to have to ask him. I'm not going to. Chicken and rice, menu 11. Now, I will state this right off of the bat. Brother Fernbark knows this too, as well as most of you. This is a brown bag, and it is a vintage meal. Now, I don't know the date until I tear in and start looking at the components. I will say right now, most likely, some of the components did not survive. I can say that safely, I believe. If everything in that brown bag survived, I know it was absolutely stored properly. What I think is safe to eat or drink, I will try it. If, however, a certain item, by its smell, taste, or any other reason, does not seem right, I will not eat it. I do not wish to have salmonella over the holidays. And Morningwood, we have done discussed this, and you know exactly what I'm saying, and you said it was fine to say that. Vintage meal, you don't know what you get. You accept what is good and also accept what is not. I'm like you. I'm going to figure it out. So, without further ado, the tactile scissors. I am going to attempt. Yes, there is a me set the scissors. There is a tear notch at the top. It's not a peelable seal like the newer ones have, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the scissors and open this up. I think everything is shook down to the bottom. What you see is my first glimpse at what I see. If for any reason there is an aroma coming out, I may have to cut the camera off for just a minute. Okay, so far so good. And number one, the sniff test for the entire package. No aroma at all, good, bad, or otherwise. That tells me this has been stored properly. Can I guarantee all the components are great? No, and no one else can either. But we know there's one way to find out. Let's proceed with the unboxing and see if we can figure out a good way to do this. I will set it here on the edge of the screen and start piling stuff. About somewhere like that. Let's see what is included in this meal. Well, first of all, we have the main chicken and rice. 8 ounces, 227 grams. Packed by Shelf Stable Foods Incorporated, Evansville, Indiana. Now, Evansville, Indiana, there is a provider of military rations now, also known as Ameriqual. I wonder if that's coincidence or not. I think not. That is the old Ameriqual. So we will set that right here for now. As you saw, we have a bag of plain M&Ms that come out of the bag. Now, I could be wrong. When I do open this, that does not feel crushed or in pieces. It may be when it's opened, but that feels like intact candies right there. That's another very, very good sign. We have, I stand corrected, we will be using your rock or something, Renee. Old School FRH. True Tech Incorporated, Riverhead, New York. Oh, and that reminds me, after I'm going to set that there too. Let's try to, okay, here's the code, y'all. 2302. So, that's either the 302nd day of, you tell me, friends, 92 or 2002. Probably 92. It was the chicken and rice. So that's the date code, 2302. The 302nd day of a year, ending in 2. Let's see what else is in this bag. We have cookie bar, chocolate covered, and the glare off that light will not let that reading come through. So far, there is no delamination on any of the packages. I believe this meal was absolutely stored excellently. That still does not mean that nothing is compromised. But the outer bag, the inner bag, okay. Now here's one, when I do open it, all due respects, I will do it off camera and most likely outside. That is the Old School cheese spread. These, it does still feel good. Do I expect it to be good? I'm not holding my breath. Well, when I open the package, I may be holding my breath or gasping for breath, but no, that still feels very pliable. We'll set that there. And what else is in the bag? Okay, MRE spoon. which I don't think I'm going to use today as a backup. I've got the for an MRE titanium tackle spoon. We'll probably use that. Also to open, yes, I make a lot of noise. To open the packages, I have shockers. U.S. military knife here, can opener, bottle opener, screwdriver, file, everything but the kitchen sink, so it's going to be used again today. Let's see, accessory kit, oh, taster's choice. I may not have to worry about coffee making it or not. We shall see. We'll come back to the accessory packet shortly. Ah, yes. Old school Tabasco. Still in liquid form. A little bit lighter in color than I'm used to. But we shall see. It'll get the sniff test before I do the taste test and add it to anything. Let's see. Also in the bag we have Beverage base powder. The date code is 3028. So is it the last of 92 or the first of 93? Most likely somewhere in that time frame. It may be 2000, but I believe I believe it'll be in the 90s. We will find out. Beverage base. Okay, there. I can't get it to focus. It does say orange. So we know what flavor drink we have. We have old school crackers. McAllen, Texas. Same as where the package come from. They may be good. They may smell like bleach. They may be stale. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. And the date code on that is 3. One, 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 3. So if that was 93, first and 11th, possibly. Also in the bag is nothing else. That is everything. Let's come back to the accessory pack. In the accessory pack, we have, thank you shocker for the knife, provided I can open the package without opening a finger. We have black pack, not red, taster's choice. I do admit it possibly may be compromised as stiff as it is, but there's one way to find out. We have the, white tip or red tip. We got the red tip matches. And although these matches are designed especially for damp climates, but they will not light when wet. Imagine that. Or after long exposure, several weeks to very damp air. I never would have thought that about a match. It won't light when it's wet. Okay, that will go there. We have the Universal John Wayne paper, black. I still have not found an old school that had the blue paper in it. I'm sure I will at one point or another. We have, what do we have in our accessory pack? And accessories pack is 3113. We have salt. Now that's a big package of salt. That's the same size as the sugar packs. That's interesting. Very awesome. We have cream substitute, dry, non-dairy, National Packaging Company, Decatur, Alabama. Okay. We have a wet nap, moist pellet. We have sugar, which feels good. Domino brand's been around for a long time. And we have 2 pieces of chewing gum. I'm going to turn the camera off for just a minute and try to get some of this organized. And we'll go from there. I will be right back. Okay, friends, while the camera was off, the flameless ration heater works slightly. Of course, for that age, that's not surprising. To be honest, some of the newer ones I have don't work one bit better. So that's not a big disappointment. That's to be expected. Mick, your bars are sitting on standby to the side. With your permission, I'd like to try to do the vintage ration before it expires. Yeah, right. I have good faith, good hope that everything will work out for the best, so let's find out. I also have the John Wayne paper here and a wet nap. It's not a matter of if I make a mess, it's a matter of when. I will be the first to admit that. Let's see. First of all, let's do a little moving around. Bear with me a second. Cookie bar, chocolate covered. We will see if the little tear notches work, or I need to bring out the knife. Well, okay, we will bring out Shocker's knife. Let's see if I can get that close to the microphone. It's off camera, but yep, there was a hiss. I do admit that is no guarantee that it's still edible, but wow, that actually looks we thought it was like a 92. If that looks that good for that many years, the meal has been stored properly. Once again, that does not mean it's edible, but it does mean it's been stored properly. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's go to the side. Crackers. Let's see, the date code on those. Is that one we done a while ago? 3111 and 2. Okay. Once again, use a knife and see if I hear a hiss. Next to the camera. Oh, that was a good hiss. I don't know if it picked up on the camera. Let us see. We are opening the package. Sniff test. Wow. Intact. No bleachy smell. Stale, most likely. But there is no strong aroma coming out. Slight covering of vegetable oil, which is understood after it's set for that many years. Let's see if we can set that to the side also. I don't know what this meal will taste like, but the condition is perfect. Get rid of the package. Also, while we were off camera, I did mix the orange drink up, and number one, there is an off-putting smell on this. Not foul, but something does smell slightly off, shall we say. If I do try it, it'll just be very little of it. Okay, we have M&M's plain. 14th February. Let's see what these look like. Would you look at that? Not broken, not powdered, not discolored. That looks like they were packaged yesterday. Just go ahead and put everybody in the pool here. And I may regret this decision. Need the cheese spread. I am going to open it just a little bit in the house and see what happens. Wish us luck, y'all. Well, I'll be damned. That smells like cheese spread. Well, the texture is not that good looking. It may not be pretty. I'm giving it about 15-20 seconds, see if I get a bitter metallic taste. Not metallic, not bitter. It is slightly off, of course, for the age of the ration. That should not be surprising. I will take a chance and try just a little bit here in a few minutes. And on that note, let's little piece of cracker. Give it just a second. Well, number one, that was a little bit of cracker. I got it close to the microphone, and I believe you heard it crunch. It is not stale. It is fresh. It is lightly salted. There are nothing wrong with those. No bleachy smell, no bleachy taste, no off taste. Very cool. Okay, the one I've been putting off, I'm going to move the crackers over here just a minute. Ah, yes. The Taster's Choice. Oh, boy. Let's do a sniff test. That smells like instant coffee. Let's pour some out in our hand and let you all take a look. I see no mold. Once again, I am very surprised. We're going to take a chance on it, y'all. Right into the cup. Normally on these reviews I do sugar and creamer for the sake of review. I'm getting tired of doing that. I don't particularly care for creamer. Sugar I do like to use. So packet almond sugar, I'm going to throw that in the pot. Nice and loose, not crystallized. That should be good. And I will be right back. I'm going to get some hot water to add to that and bring the main out of the boiling water. And we're going to plate everything up. Alrighty friends, the moment of truth has arrived. The main is heated. I said there was no off-putting smell on the coffee in the dry pack. After adding water to it, number one, it did separate. As you can see, it's not mixing real well, and now there is a slight off smell to it. So jury is still out on that one. Let's open the main, which is very, ouch, 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 very hot after putting it in hot water. Okay. I finally got one thing that tore without using a knife. Smell test. I'll be damned if that don't smell like chicken and rice, y'all. And it looks like chicken and rice. The question is, what does it taste like, and can I taste it? Let's see. Let's spit out. Crackers are good. Jury's out on the cheese. However, I'm going to take a chance, and friends, with how a lot of these rations do on the cheeses, this is taking a chance. A little bit of cheese on the cracker, and I'll eat the crackers. I think I'll probably pass on the rest of the cheese. So far, there appears to be no ill after effects, but I'm only going to push my luck so far. Cheese on cracker. First bite, I swear, it tastes fine. I'm just not that brave to take a chance on anymore. I'm going to break the part with the cheese off. It's probably fine. And if for any reason you don't see any more reviews from me, I guess you know what's happening. So I'm kidding, Fernbark. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. I still want that recipe. You know what I'm talking about. Crackers. Not stale. Slightly salted. That's a good tasting cracker. Wow. Orange drink. Jury is out on that one too. I believe it's alright. It does have a slight off taste. Not soured, not fermented. And it may be the preservatives or just what they taste like back in the 90s. I'm going to go light on it too. I think y'all understand why. Another cracker. Oh, there's one little chip on that one M&M. That is all. Down the hatch. I could have went down to Minute Mart and bought me a bag today and not tell a bit. There's nothing wrong with that. That's as fresh as if it was made this week. You rarely see that on M&Ms. Usually they're powdered, they're crushed. Brother Fernbark, this meal was stored excellently. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. Even if the main is not edible, which I'm saving that for last. Chicken that old, I will be honest, is a little disconcerting. Let me try the coffee. I think I'm going to try to mix that one more time. My pour an MRE mug. Okay. the jury is no longer out on the coffee, something is wrong. Not bad, but it's definitely off taste. I believe that's the last of the coffee I'll drink. I didn't see any mold, and it may just be the age on it. I'm not sure. But I don't think I want to push my luck on that one either. Let's see. Chocolate colored cookie. Look at how shiny. Oh Lord. If it tastes as good as it looks. There went one piece, finally. Cross section. It looks good. Let's try a little nibble. Never mind the nibble. Wow. I see why you guys went crazy over that back in the day. Renee, you should be here. Oh, wow. Wow. Yep. Nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong with that either. Not one thing wrong. No, sir. Okay, guys. Here's the heavy hitter. Shredded chicken, rice, and try just a little bit of the chicken first. Slightly off, but no mineral taste, no spoilage, I don't think. Just a little bit of the rice. That little bit of the rice had some more chicken in it, and minute, please. I believe there may be issues on that too. Of course, I'm not complaining, considering the age. Rather than adding Tabasco sauce to it, I think I'm going to set the little jar back to go with my other one, because I don't want to waste good Tabasco sauce on a slightly off meal that I'm not going to eat anyway. I believe y'all can understand that. Nice salty cracker. That works good. Okay, just for a minute, I'm going to turn the camera off and move the tray out of the way and get to Mr. Michael Green's items. Morningwood, this meal was stored excellent. Otherwise, that would not be edible, that would not be edible, that would not be edible. Cheese is probably edible. I'm just not sure I want to take the full chance on it. The main, chicken and rice, does have a strong taste, so with your permission, I will pass on that one also. To get this much good out of a vintage meal, and again, this may be good as well as the cheese, But you understand why I'm just a little bit leery. Like I said again, I'm going to pause the camera just a second and move some stuff around. Brother Fernbark, Morningwood, thank you so much, friend. This is awesome. And I'm sure the other meal, shortly upcoming, will be awesome also. We'll find out in a day or so. I'm going to move some stuff around. Be right back. Okay, guys, momentary delay. The tray is slightly out of frame over here. What I want to eat, I'll finish it up in a minute. Once again, Renee, thank you for my rock or something and the tactical scissors. Brother Fernbark, Morningwood, excellent meal. All may actually be edible, but I'm getting just a few little hints, notes off of a few items. What will be edible, I will eat. Thank you so much, and I'm working on your care package. It will be sent out probably the day after Christmas. Now, the other gentleman I'd like to say hello to, Mr. Michael Green. I know the story on the coasters. I always wanted one, and the fact you've done that for me, I thank you kindly. Now, let's see what the sugar fix is. Let's try the chocolate covered Kendal mint cake first. I will use Shawker's knife. Open that up. And of course, I didn't get all the way through the seam. I've got to cut a little bit lower. And we'll get our first look at. Oh, that looks good. Do a smell, since it says mint. And boy, does it smell like mint. York peppermint patty has nothing on these. And try a little nibble. Now, Renee said that was super sweet. To me, that's no different than a York peppermint patty or little Andes mints. That's not overpowering. I do agree with her, it would go good in a cup of coffee, though. Mick, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Chocolate covered Kendal mint cake, sent from England by Mr. Michael Green. Thank you, Mick. I'll set that there. Okay, now the sweet is kicking in. It's still not overpowering, it's just a little strong. Okay, Romney's Kendal mint cake. Round. Let's try that. And I am serious, Mick. If this is available in the States, it most certainly is not in a local area around me. I've never heard of it, but I am tickled to death to taste these. So, okay, that's a little bit different look. Alrighty then. I guess I have my portion size now. A little bit different than the chocolate covered, as you know. You can tell. Let's try that. The brown is definitely sweeter than the chocolate covered. There may be bitter chocolate on that. It's why I didn't pick up the sweetness right off the bat. It may counteract the sweetness. This is very sweet. I like it, but it's very sweet. These will be finished shortly, along with what is edible, which most of it was out of, boy, that is rich and sweet. Excuse me, I gotta get that out of my mouth. Wash it down a little bit to where I can talk. It's about like eating Christmas fudge, it's so rich. Wow. These are excellent. Thank you, Mick. Thank you for the coaster. Renee, thank you for your rock or something and the scissors. Brother Fernbark, Mr. Morningwood, whichever you prefer to be called. Most of this, actually all of it could be possibly all edible. It was stored great. There are more items that taste normal than slightly off. I'm just not going to push my luck. I appreciate you giving me the chance to at least try this. I probably wouldn't have found one any other way. Your meal is excellent. I thank you. I thank Mick, Renee, Art and Nina for an MRE, their tactical sports. And I forgot Ben and Candy's little tray here for an MRE, or not for an MRE, animal free. Boy, you can tell it's been a long day. Ben and Candy, animal free MRE. Thank you for the tray. Mr. Shocker, as always, thank you for your consideration. I use this as often as I can. Friends, I've had excellent meal and snack, and there's plenty left to finish me out the rest of the day. I hope each and every one of you have a safe and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Until the next review, I'd like to say peace, John, Somerset, Kentucky. Y'all be careful.